Hello, lovely people. Good afternoon. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Jupay Podcast Live. My name is Nathan Carl. For the very first time in the history of the Jupay Podcast Live, we've done a back-to-back. We were here yesterday. We are here today. We won't do a back-to-back. We won't be here on Monday, but enjoy us whilst we are here. You can send in your comments on X Spaces, on YouTube, on TikTok, as you are watching or listening. And remember that we are powered by the people who are in front of my shirt. We are powered by Jupay. If you're in the US, you are in Canada, you are in the UK, you want to send money to Ghana, Togo, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Kenya, and South Africa, and you are figuring out how to send that money, download the Jupay app, set up your account, right? And then enter the recipient's name, enter their bank account details or their mobile money details, and bam, they will get that money in no time. If you want to meet that need via Jupay. So Jupay, they are the people powering this podcast. And as I've said, download the app, use it. And also enjoy great rewards. There are discounts you can enjoy. Just use any of the promo codes that you are seeing on your screen. Fento, Nathan, or Coach. If you use any of these, you get a $5 discount on your very first $100 transaction on Jupay. If you have enjoyed all the lovely things Jupay has put out in the last few weeks, wonderful. If you were in Toronto, you enjoyed Samini. And if you're in New York, you enjoyed the all-white party on the cruise when Shea was there, and it was an absolutely fabulous time. I'm sure people have enjoyed using the tickets that Jupay has given out to enjoy the various World Cup matches, which is Panama v Ghana, and then the Ghana v England encounter. Wonderful. You can drop your comments as you watch the stream on YouTube, on X Spaces, on Facebook. We would love to hear what you have got to tell us. Today, what are we doing? We are reviewing the game between Croatia and Ghana. The Black Stars lost that game by 2-1, but it didn't really matter. Ghana finished third in their group. What they get as their reward is a clash with Colombia next week, Saturday morning at 1:30 a.m. Next week, Saturday morning at 1:30 a.m., the 4th of July, 2026. We'll talk about the round of 32 a little later. But let's start off with a review of Ghana, Croatia. As I've said, we are powered by Jupay. Let me welcome my guest, Coach Christopher. Namely today, Chris, it's just the two of us are here. But how are you doing?
I'm fine. A bit stressed, but you needed to sleep good to recover.
Yes.
And then re-energize and then come here. So it's always a pleasure to sit with you on the Jupay Podcast.
Wonderful. Let's get cracking. You want to give us the opening prayer?
I have to pray because any be yale any be ya bless me walk am bo modern. It's aka there was no need to take them there. We spoke. Some people think when we speak, we are speaking because we've got personal. I don't have any personal. I've told the whole Ghana. My player is Lawrence Atizigi.
Yeah.
But if you ask Ati, one of the last time you call Coach Nimle, he will tell you he doesn't remember. I don't care whether he calls me or not.
Yeah.
Because I knew where I took him from. Mm-hmm. So the day he calls me, he will come home. If he decides to call Coach, I'm coming. I'll say, Ati, come. If he doesn't call me, he should play and live his life. Mm-hmm. And I'm also in my... So I don't care. It's about GH. Mm-hmm. Me, I am doing GH. Mm-hmm. Nathan, you've been with me for a very long time. But even if my wife cannot perform for GH, she has to pack herself somewhere so that another Ghanaian will come and do the job.
Thank you.
That is what I stand for.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So for me, when I look at what happened yesterday, Yehovah Zebaoth will have to intervene.
Hey,
I'm telling you, if Zebaoth does not intervene, our last match will be against Colombia. Let's call a spade a spade. Nobody should lie to himself or herself. So I'm going to sit here today and invoke the unction of Zebaoth through to Carlos Queiroz because he's refusing to see. Their coach is refusing. Look, it is his job, yes, but it is shocking to me that he cannot see the obvious.
Okay.
No, I'm going to hogba, nima hogba, nama hogba.
Let's.
You was about. Ajo wo fe.
Amen.
You was about ajo Ghana be fair. If any Ghana nyoko you was about ajo le. You ajo mo Carlos Queiroz ke wokume ke Black Stars be voke jomo ame. When hogba, nima hogba, nama hogba. One chabo no kwafe, one chabo no boden cho nye wo here. He na no kwale kan yo wa ani mo fia mo ni fita ya na wi ano kwale. Aka wote me kuma won na no kwale no won ke game me pele. Ni ja challenge ana ano kwale ni wona no ni ya no. Hene she work the unction of Zebat Denche. Bagbele ma hingbe mi na me nani. Omo no ko nani. We are invoking the unction of Zebat to open your eyes for you to see. When gbine aka ho ni ba na work Colombia. No ne ho ele ho e. Chino ni ka wo hin e Zebat bele na ke wale na no e no he sakwo bu e afaban. Omo no you are no kwale chi o he. Blasters team any your jam me come bo omo dem. Omo ne bo omo dem. And the bench. No e ajowo. Ghana fio. Jomo Kaloski Ross, Jomo Benjamin Asari, Jomo players Jordan Denche, Jomo le. She got Jordan Ebo Omo de Zebat ke wa ke Kaloski Ross ake any formation lagba. Egba and Jordan akpele bench. No e ajowo. Koni team me ene ba kan e kan. Catch ye mene gbe adachi one create one defend one will go. He na ya knockout ni ka obo no ba hia. When you come Ghana be ke Bote Stadium be ni jam fm for. Ghana be why ona wogbo ye wale na wogbo ya no kwale mi. You are Jomo Blasters. Against Colombia you are Jomo. America share. Moko ya America ne ba ahwe hi ahye. Wo Thomas Partey hi wale onu. Fatao Isayaku me fe wa me wale. Jordan wole wale. Kale ba twale yo wa wole wale ne twa bola wo. Kenye twale won Carlos Quiroz won gbolo ngba me ye so gba mi wo ke Jordan pele bench no ya jowo. She formation lagba. Wole ake no yo anu kwale ke twon nye ba gbele nye tuwe mi nye ba botwe. Ni kenye botwe le onye ka ba twoni yo wa jowo fe ye so gba mi. Amen.
All right, let's
no more show dig praise honor. Unbelievable.
Many shouts to our production team, Chris and Sean and the lights and the camera guys and all of that. Thank you so much. And of course, we are lovely. We have some lovely refreshments from Auntie Lou. They've given us some great lemonade for those who are wondering what all of this is about. So this is lemonade from Auntie Lou. If you want to find where Auntie Lou is, go to any JP service station. If you enter any JP service station, you find Auntie Lou right there. You can get some great food, right? Some great drinks. This is lemonade. They've got, teas and all of that for you to enjoy. All right, Chris, let's get into
lemonade. Lemonade fine.
Let's get into all talk of Croatia 2.
Yes.
Ghana 1. Let's talk about the performance. I guess we won't fuss too much about the result.
Yeah.
But after watching that performance, I was concerned. If I was concerned, then I'm sure you were more than concerned.
I was very concerned
with what we all saw. Let's talk about the various concerns.
That's right.
We had. So, for you, what was the biggest concern after that encounter?
Okay, so Nathan, coming into the game, all right? We sat here yesterday and I said, I won't start with Caleb
yeah.
Because of the rules, which I think we read out.
Yes, we did.
And we just couldn't risk him, especially when there was the possibility that if we win the game, Thomas Partey will not be playing the game if we have to go to Canada. So if you look at that Black Stars midfield, losing both Partey and Caleb Mirenchi, unthinkable. You cannot risk that. So I was very much in support of not starting Caleb Mirenchi at all. So that was a plus to the technical team. Then I looked at the back line. We maintain our two fullbacks, very important. They needed to be there, especially when the two of them have played without any yellow cards, so you could start them.
Yeah.
Then we had a change in centre back.
Yeah.
Jerome couldn't start, and we listened to Carlos Quiroz before the game. He said that Jerome could not start because he's played with some knocks, and therefore, if there was an opportunity to rest him, to get him to heal properly, you want to take that as a coach. So they brought in Lucasen. In midfield, the controller, as usual, was there. And then we had Sibor and then Elisha Owusu. And then, of course, there was Kamadin, there was Jordan, and then there was Anton Semenyo. Nathan, truth be told, I didn't see the Kamadin inclusion. Neither did I see that there was any chance of Lucasen coming back to this team. Look, I don't know how people see football. But I see football very differently. Because at my level, if I've not worked with footballers at all, I have worked with players from the very beginning. From the very beginning, from the age of 8 years. 8 years.
Okay.
And that is what I enjoy doing the most.
Okay.
Teaching the boy the basic fundamental techniques and rudiments on how to play football. So for me, when I see a footballer, I see one.
Okay.
I'm telling you. And someone said, but coach, what do you look at? Somebody says somebody's a good tackler. He said, when you are teaching, when you are working with young players, you don't teach them how to go and tackle, how to go and press. The first thing you begin to teach a player at the age of 8 is to improve upon his technique, his ability to receive and pass, his ability to use the particular side of his foot. When do you use your incept, your outcept, your laces? What is the approximate weight behind the ball, depending on the distance from your teammate or depending on how tight the angle is? We teach all these things. We teach the player that in controlling the ball, you don't keep your eyes on the ball. Once you touch the ball with your feet, there's connection with your brain. Your brain will tell you where the ball is. So you don't look at the ball. You raise your head and play technical. These are basic techniques that you teach the young child. So when I look at from age 8,
yeah, okay,
the ball will start playing. If you have a boy child, you give him the ball to start kicking from the age of 3 years. But you start now introducing him to proper football technique at the age of 8 years. So when you go through the Spanish soccer coaching Bible, where every Spanish player is mandated to go through what they all go through, that is what they do. They say you pick the boy at the age of 8 years and guarantee proper 10 years development. So by the time he turns 18, he could walk. That is why Lamine Yamal and Pedri and Javi, Iniesta,
Nico Williams,
they could walk into the Spanish team at the age of 18 years and dominate because they've given them proper coaching.
Yeah.
So when I look at the player, look, Lucas, ball litra. I'm not looking down on it. You see, somebody will say, if he doesn't, or if he's not a good player, why is he playing professional football? You and I know of the millions of players that play football. The very good ones, the excellent ones, are not the ones we are watching.
Yeah, that's true.
They are not the ones we are watching. You see Messi today, you see Mbappe today. There are better Messi and Mbappe somewhere. But it's the opportunity that they've not been given. All right? So it isn't that those players who are playing at the very best or at the highest level are the best ever players. It is not true. I have worked with players before. Like I said, I've worked with players from the age of 8. Those we knew were better, they didn't hit the mark. Something might have contributed to that, But when it comes to who is the better or who is the very good footballer, when I see one, I'll see. Lucas, as a centre back, what are the attributes of a centre back? If you look at his stature, he should be very dominating in the air.
Yeah.
Every centre back should be a good passer of the ball. Every centre back should be a ball progressor. In the modern game, Titino, we have 4 and 5. We say that the 4, your responsibility is to do the dirty work, and the 5 will do the sweeping.
Yeah.
But since 1990, when Lothar Matthäus was employed as a libero, the face of centre back role began to change. Agreed?
Yeah.
So Lucasen, he doesn't fit any of those bills. On the speed part, he's extremely slow. On the mass get set pay, everybody's running past him. I don't get it. Why we had a player like Nathaniel Ajay, who is not only faster, who is technically brilliant, who was part of the under-20 Coach Zito winning team in the AFCON. If we say we are serious, and this boy play at the under-17, play at the under-20 level with Coach Zito, and we won the AFCON under the 20, and because of COVID, we couldn't
go to the World Cup.
And the boy is currently playing in the French league. Nathan, if it's about the Black Stars, if you want proper
it makes sense
that once he's playing at the top level in the French league, you should look at him. Look at saying to our boy.
Plays in Cyprus.
Cyprus. If you've got a defender in the French League who has played over 28 first team games, you bypass him. You go for Lucas. Somebody that we have experienced at the under 20 level. You remember when Jiku got hurt?
Yeah.
When you called me, that have I heard the news that Jiku, what did I say? The obvious replacement for Jiku is Nathaniel J.
I mean, that was very
Only
obvious.
for us to realize around 2:30, 3 p.m. of that day that Lucasen, I said, Jesus Christ. Are these people thinking Ghana? Somebody will say, but yes, Lucasen scored yesterday. Come on, man. I'm so inclined when it comes to football. I look beyond that. He's too vulnerable. So again, that was one of the problems of the team yesterday. 2, Nathan. We sat here when the 26-man squad was released.
Yeah.
My biggest concern was in midfield.
Yeah. Yes.
Fentio and myself, including you, on that day, we all admit that the weakest department in our team
Was the midfield.
And if there was any day or any opportunity for us to clearly see that what I said, what we all agreed on was the fact it was yesterday.
Yep.
You sure Elisha Wushu, right? If I'm the coach, that is the last time he's going to play for Ghana. Maybe I wouldn't have even given him the call.
Yeah.
Because he's not good. Hey, Charlie, I've seen Anthony Anayo. I've seen Kevin Prince Boateng. I've seen Kojo Asamoah. I've seen Ajima Bedu. I've seen Stephen Appiah. I've seen Laie Kingston. I've seen Sule Ali
Michael
Muntari.
Essien.
I've seen the Michael the Buffalo Essien. I've seen Neo Datelamte. I've seen Mohamed Gago. I've seen Alex Nyako. I've seen proper midfielders. Elisha Wusu is not better than any of them. He's not even of the class of any of them. Yesterday, you are lucky to have Thomas Partey in the deep line midfield role. Partey picks up the ball, looking for option.
There's
and
none.
Elisha Wusu is always hiding. And you see Partey telling him, move this way, come here, receive the ball. You don't need to be on the same line with me. You are playing ahead of me. So when I pick the ball, I want you to move. Anybody who was watching the game yesterday, go and watch Luka Modric. There was several moments in the game where he presented himself to the awareness of the Ghanaian player. But just when his player picked up the ball, he went on the opposite side, received the ball, and then he transited.
Yeah.
This is common sense.
Yeah. There was something Luka Modric did. It was so basic, but it highlighted the smartness of a player.
Of course.
So the Croatians were building from the back.
Yes.
And Modric was dropping either side of the back too. So he was moving the other players to one side. He's peeling to make a back three.
Yes.
So he can see the pitch in front of him and then
begin to distribute. But in our case, anytime Partey sat in the middle of the two center back, our two number 8, they were hiding. Because you don't blame them. They don't have the technical ability upon receiving the ball to turn and face. Turn and face. So they wanted to receive the ball from Thomas Partey on the same line. The problem is that if you say, Partey, go to where they are and bring them where you are,
they can't pass the ball.
Jesus Christ. Who selected these guys into our team? When you talk, people say they are good tacklers of the ball. Sergio Busquets, is he not a good tackler? But what made him unique?
The ability to pass.
The ability to pass, the ability to free himself, the ability to scan. Watch Partey. By the time the ball gets to him, he's already scanned. So he's aware of the situation.
Yeah.
And the decision is already made. Sibo and Elisha Wusu are playing the game the way it was played 50 years ago. You know what? Football is played.
Which is what? Just tackle.
Football is played using 4 basic words: receiving, observing, decision making, and then action.
Yeah. I read somewhere.
These are the 4 basic words. Today I want to teach a bit of technique. 50 years ago, go and watch the World Cup. Go and watch those games. The players will receive the ball first before they observe what is going on. Then they decide. Then they act. 50 years ago. That is what Elisha Wusu and Sibo are doing in our midfield. Currently, to live up to the modern game and to be able to survive as a midfielder, the likes of Vitinha, the likes of Thomas Partey, the likes of Declan Rice, the likes of, name all the top midfielder in world football. Do you know what they do? Observation and decision making are done before receiving of the ball. And the receiving and the action are done simultaneously. Before Vitinha received the ball, he's already scanned, which is the observation. So he's already decided on what to do. When I get them, simultaneously. That is football. Offset, I was demonstrating something to you that Partey did yesterday. Yeah. Before he got there, he had seen Gideon Mensah had not even started the movement. But Gideon was so smart that Partey just cushioned the ball and then rolled the ball, giving it the correct weight into the path of Gideon. And then Gideon saw it, so he just doubled up and picked the ball, and then we're on the ascendancy. Who selected these players into our team? Somebody will say, Coach, is it that they've got nothing to offer? But in selecting any midfielder, fundamentally, a midfielder who cannot control and pass, a midfielder whose movement is suspect, does not play for the national team. Yeah. Because the inclusion into that national team cannot be only because of the fact that you know how to win balls. Now, when you win the ball, what do you do with the ball? You turn it over? You do turn over? So as for Elisha Wusu and Sibo, look, we should be looking beyond them. I've said the Black Stars should be targeting the next AFCON. The next two AFCON, we have to win at least one of the two, or else you and myself, we will die without seeing the Black Stars winning any AFCON. I'm telling you. Because after the next two, we are going a 4-year cycle.
AFCON is every 4 years.
We've already gone 46 years without winning the AFCON.
40. This year is
the last one was in 82. So 44 years. If we don't win the AFCON next year, 45. If we don't win the year after, 46.
And then with every 4 years.
What you come on? 50. How? We will die without seeing it. And that cannot be allowed to happen. So we need to quickly fix it. As to how, in the absence of Mohamed Kudus, we didn't see the need to at least include Majid Ashimero in this team, it was shocking to me. Look, when we talk, you get your own colleague referring to your statement as being a joke. But at the end of the day, Ghanaians will see who the jokers are. Yesterday, if you saw that game, it was so substandard. Now let's go to the left winger, Kamaldeen Suleiman. When I said he's the type of player that can only be stopped by the advertising board or the billboard, people thought I was being harsh. Look at Kamaldeen's contribution yesterday.
Except in a 10-minute spell in that second half where
he went past the fullback and gave
twice, that was it. Apart from that, Kamaldeen offended.
Remember, there was a situation where we had a 3v2.
3v2.
And Kamaldeen, Joseph Pencil.
Kamaldeen chose.
Everywhere Jojo is. Everywhere Joseph Pencil is. Joe, Min Kebo. I'm not tree, I know me. I'm not tree, I know me. Joseph Pencil. I'm not tree, I know me. No ni Kamaldeen Chwane. Joe, a man in Yaoya. Nyamin Shrao. Play your football. Play your football and make your money, come and take care of your family. That ball, Joseph Pencil, 3v2. No more ever I will go. Joe will go. Look, he would have stayed in the middle. So naturally, tactically, look at the Croatian centre back. Kamaldeen picked up the ball. There was one person doing the chase. The two centre back knew that there was Semenyo and there was Jordan Ayew. Yeah. So once Semenyo and Jordan Ayew were doing the right thing by going wide, the Croatian centre back couldn't go wide. They would have stayed narrow.
Yeah, and then
you lay the pass. Mm-hmm. He virtually gave the ball to the Croatian player. You were wearing yellow. You couldn't see. He was colorblind. They should take him out if you couldn't see the colors. Ajelami. Because the way he just gave the ball to the Croatian defender, as if he had a problem with his eyes.
I was shocked.
We were all shocked.
Because
really?
The hardest part of the job was to have
when
intercepted.
He did so well. Intercepted the ball from the.
Okay, now we go.
Samuel and Jordan, are you properly placed? Now what do you do?
Make a decision. Yesterday,
just push.
When I was watching the game, somebody said, "These are the chances Bruno Fernandes loves because he will push, and then lay it to somebody." This is like, man. I was so sad.
He's played for the Black Stars almost 7 to 8 years. He has scored only 1 goal. He has given no assist. Then people still think that we should be looking at his club level football is not the best. We could drop Joseph Pencil and take players like these to the World Cup. What are we doing to ourselves? Nathan, that was another A. Then the almighty captain of the team. I've said, look, he's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's a very good player. I love him. I've loved him and I still do love him. Because he's from a family I respect a lot. The day Abedi Pele said he won't play for Ghana again, I've told you, I cried.
Yeah, you cried. Yeah, you were telling us.
I will put my money together to go and watch the maestro. Me don't me. When I come back, my uncle will beat me. I said, "Da, Abedi Pele inkwele ne ba sa kan yakweko." I cried the day after Burkina 1998 when the maestro said he won't play for Ghana again. I cried. I still remember my discomfort. So because of the father, personally, I have an attachment to them. My attachment is not the one very close, but from afar.
Yeah.
You know my stand on them.
Yeah.
But I have always maintained that it's about GH. It's about Ghana. Me no Gino. And that is the way I am. So you like me, you hate me for who and what I stand for. Nobody can tell me that it is a coach's or it is the coach instruction, direction to Jordan that when he has the ball, he shouldn't pass. Nobody can tell me that. Nobody can also tell me that the coach has told him that wait until you are foul. I mean, the coach, a referee, he decides what is a foul and what is not a foul. Look at it. At age 34, naturally, you slow down. He cannot press. He will not outpace any defender. When the ball gets to him, he's not ready to do it simple. He's never in the box. Look at the Fatah Isaaku cross into the box. That shouldn't have been Semenyo. Jordan should have gone alongside Semenyo. But go and watch, when the cross was made, he was outside of the box. I'm told I'm picking on him. This is his 3rd World Cup. In all, he's played 8 games at the World Cup. 8 games at the World Cup. He played 2 in 2014. He played 3 in 2022. He's played 3 in 2026. That is 8. He has only 1 shot on target. If this is not worrying, what is worrying? If this is not serious, what is serious? Semenyo has played about 26 games for Ghana. He scored only like 3 goals. He's a winger. If he gets the time to score. But you can see the effort of the young man. That he's not only playing for himself, he's playing for the team. Carlos Queiroz and that technical team cannot convince me if they keep playing Jordan in the team. Jordan should be benched. How I wish I'll be in a press conference of Carlos Queiroz so that I will ask him, can he truly tell me, really explain to me the role of Jordan Ayew in this team? Is he the one to have given the instruction to the player that on the ball when there are better options, he shouldn't release the ball? He should tell me. He should tell me. We want to keep the ball. We are in charge of the ball. Are they not following the officiating in the tournament? The referees are just not allowing anything at all. These are things that you want to look at. And based on that, technically advise your players on how to go about the job. What is this? Who are those? Why are you entertaining this? He's not playing for the team. You see, it is never a coincidence that our team looks better on the attack when he's not there. This is the 4th game of the manager. The Wales game and 3 World Cup games. It is clear that the Black Stars shows that they've got good teeth in their mouth to bite when Jordan is not on the pitch. When he's on the pitch, we look very toothless going forward.
Yeah.
Look at the first ball that Semenyo took and did a 10. A proper number 9, per the angle of where Semenyo was coming from, should be attacking the box. Jordan can make pese. Ekpese. Ni Semenyo tene chabole ball a chompu ako iba. Ball homo. Nyengbe washi.
And it's not the first time. Even the game against Panama.
Severally.
Just before he was
the one
taking
that Asante.
You know,
Ekpese.
Jordan was late. The defender got there first.
Go home yelele speed there no egbo speed there bashin. Ball fo ya jioi call le fuji atashi. Ball ajofu. Call le fuji ya no abeshi. Beshi ni mani ba twa na metwa. No, there's a lot that needs to change. A lot of things needs to change. We think against Colombia we'll go and sit back all day.
No way.
They'll find a way. Did England find a way? Yes, they find a way. But they were wasteful. Agreed?
Yeah.
I'll bet my last person that if I present that chance to Hurricane 10 out of 10,
He scored
buried
9. Yeah. He will score 9.
9 out of 10.
9 and a
I'll
half.
put my money on it. So we should not be blindfolded. It's good we have an identity defensively. That's solid. I buy into that. But we cannot go and defend for. Have you seen it? Look, anytime I've seen a team defend for 90 minutes, they've right on lock. Because my simple knowledge of football tells me that come what may, between 1 to 3 chances will be created against you.
Yeah. And there are some of those chances you can't do anything
there
about.
You go.
So if the opponent on the day is not sharp, you escape. But on any other day,
you pay the price.
Your opponent will find a way.
They will find a way.
Somebody will sleep on the job. A pass will get through.
To them.
A cross will fall through. Somebody, somehow.
There'll be a deflected.
A chance will appear.
A lot of things will get you to.
Yeah. A chance will always appear. Yeah.
So we cannot say that we have to go out there for 90 minutes defending.
Yeah.
No. You remember I told you something yesterday? I said I want Ghana to concede the first goal. I want to see
how we respond.
I was happy when we conceded. It isn't that I wanted us to lose, but I want to see.
If
now, when we considered the goal,
this team had a different
we
side.
didn't react properly until those substitutions were made.
It's true.
Agreed?
True.
So I've learned something.
Yeah.
Do I want to see the Black Stars in that position again? No. Because our response may not be spot on. Our response may not be.
It may not be immediate. And maybe by the time we want to respond, it's gone. It could be too late. Yeah.
It's gone. Ball and naka feel ball, naka call ball.
Yeah.
So for me,
yeah. But you're right about that, because when the changes started happening in the second half, at least I will give Carlos Queiroz one thing that it made. I think the first change was what? At halftime.
No.
What time
the first halftime change was Ajete being pulled out for Upon Pepra. But the first attacking change came during the water break.
The first attacking change?
It came during the water break.
The water break?
Yeah.
In the second half?
Yeah, that was where he brought on Isaaku and then Thomas Asante.
Okay, let me just go through to see when we made our changes. So we made 46th minute.
That was Upon Pepra
for Jonas Ajeti. Right. And then Abdul Fattah Isahaku for Elisha Owusu.
That's right.
And then minute 71.
Yes.
Brandon Thomas Asante came on for Jordan. And Enes Nuyama came on for Kamaldeen. And then 2 minutes later we equalized.
Yes. So therefore, as to why we are giving Jordan Ayew close to 70 minutes.
Yeah.
Look, if you were the coach, he will not play 70 minutes.
I don't think. If I were coaching,
If I'm the coach, he will not play.
Jordan is not playing 70 minutes.
No matter what, 70 minutes. It's too much.
You only have 20 minutes
You've
left.
thrown away the game. You've lost it. No, mommy, I mean, care, man. The man leading the attack is not pressing the opponent. Watch him. Whenever he's there, the center backs of the opponent are not worried at all. They are passing the ball with cheeky ease. But look at when Asante came and he and Semenyo were playing on top. Look at the press. What happened then to the cohesion? They started going long.
Mm-hmm.
They started going long. So it was going to be a battle of who wins the second ball.
Yeah.
Agreed. They won most of the second ball because we were playing two top. So when they went long, our two tops were excluded. And they had an extra man in midfield. But if we had started with the correct press in the first half, where we had the numerical equality in the midfield, we would have done better. Later, yesterday, we saw the second part or another part of this team. Yesterday clearly showed us the limitations in the game of some of the players in this team. For me, I'm worried because we don't have replacement.
Okay.
Kelem Ireji will be back on Saturday alongside Thomas Partey. I'm sure they will pair them with Sibo. That could, you see, the movement of Kelem will at least relieve or get rid of some of the limitation in midfield. But we need to sort out the limitations ahead of the attack. Please don't introduce Kamadi. He looks very exciting. But he's refused to be coached. His decision making are extremely, very, very poor. And at that level, you are always judged by your final ball.
Yep, that's true.
If the final ball is not spot on, work done is cost 90 equal to 0. So Yano Atashi, look at the goal we conceded. No, hey, put the camera on me. Look at Lucas. After ball, almost so many guys. Lucas, have you seen the defender jumping like this to play the ball? Defender, A2, ball put one foot down and clear. Foot down and clear.
No. 1 foot down.
1 foot down and
Yes.
do this.
Yeah.
You don't do this to block the ball. Have you seen that before?
No.
They won't be done.
Yeah.
Lucas.
Yeah. The last time I saw a defender attempting something similar, it was Chris Smalling conceding an FA Cup semi-final
own goal
against Everton.
Against
the cross
Everton.
is coming in.
Instead of him to be doing it,
your legs are tight, and then own goal.
Lucas. You remember I sent you a video of Lucas some time ago?
I saw it.
I've seen Joe Mensah. I've seen Isaac Vossa. I've seen Liadi. I've seen Amos Senegal. I've seen New from Paul Manso. I've seen Sam Johnson for you.
Yeah.
I've seen Joseph Ado. Joe Ado. Proper football. Proper educated footballer. I've never seen an educated player play in Ghana before, apart from Joe Ado. On those days when he was playing, say where the book count, school count, book count. And the board on insani ayak kata ketokrekwe bule yue bahate ketokreku. He sent John Penson that they should go and tell Joseph Ado. Then he was pointing in his head. He should stop the negativity. I said, Jesus Christ, that thing never went. Because if you know who Joe Ado was during his playing day, when you see him, you respect him. Go and ask his teammates, like Sam Johnson, I seen him, even Abedi Ayopele Anthony Yeboah, they respected Joe Ado. I've seen all these players. In Kwame Fembotwa. Those days are Arabaka yo, Ken Boo, Psychiatric Hospital, no, Power Reach, no, Bana Stadium. One Kwabo Kemisha. Wakpa fine where I call it free. Wape, we can be Jiwo. 6 years, 7 years, one kwe. We've seen players, oh. I want Lucas and Gaje. I want Lucas and Gaje. Do you think from the way we are playing and from the way we are selecting players, we are giving ourselves a better chance of winning the next AFCON?
No. Because
there are proper teams are waiting us. Look at Morocco. Look at Senegal. Look at Cote d'Ivoire. Come on.
Teams on the continent have a better collection of players. Senegal, Morocco.
Honesty.
Maybe Algeria,
Cote d'Ivoire,
South Africa.
They have been honest and sincere with our selection.
Choosing the best players.
You drop a player who has played with your under 20, who won the under 20 AFCON with you. Because of COVID, you did not go to the World Cup.
It only makes sense
that for the sake of progression, you ask yourself, where are those players? If any of them is playing proper football elsewhere, automatically,
unless they are out of form.
Yes, but not when the boy is playing regularly and it's a perfectly well-drilled top league in the world. PSG are the champions of Europe.
They play.
So whether you like it or not, the French league is the top league in the world. You drop Nathaniel J and then you take Lucasen. No. Neta, a lot needs to change.
Okay.
A lot needs to change in that. Look, I said here that the minimum is to step out of the group.
We've done that.
Congratulations to everybody, including Keto Kreko, because I would have never forgiven him if we hadn't stepped out of the group. Like, I don't forgive him for not qualifying to the AFCON, because I think that we were retrogressing as a team, and therefore we needed proper coaching. So when I told him, get rid of Otoado onto him, he didn't listen.
Yeah.
If he had listened, we would have gone to the AFCON. He refused. Who told you Otoado was the fundamental reason why we qualified to the World Cup? Jordan knew it's his last. Partey is very much aware that after this World Cup, he cannot play in the next 2030. So individually, the players gave it them all. Even when they were giving the all, still telling the people in charge that sack Otoado. Get vehemently refused.
Because not going to the AFCON, I have some people who...
It's the reason why we are still suffering.
I have some people who constantly debate me and say that, we didn't go to the AFCON. It's not a big deal. But you see, not going to the AFCON, look, we were not going to win the previous... Come on. We wouldn't have beaten Senegal, Morocco. No. But you see, what the AFCON would have done was that it would have tested the team.
Exactly.
Competition environment.
Yes.
By the time you play 3 games, 4 games, maybe 5 games, you know the level.
Look at the Moroccan team.
You know who works, who doesn't work for you. Right? Look at DRC. I always say that DRC's form that they
did they qualify yesterday?
They did. They beat Uzbekistan 3-1. You see, DRC's form going into the intercontinental playoff
is because they had been to the AFCON.
They had played the AFCON just 3 months before.
So the coach is aware.
Yes. The players are still fresh. They are still hot. From playing,
they want to be having the same outcome as those people.
From playing top level competition.
Yes.
And you see, listen, whether we would have won the AFCON or not is irrelevant.
But we needed to be there.
3 group games, maybe 4, 5 in terms of 3 good games, 2 knockouts, whatever.
Maximum.
By quarterfinal, you will know.
Your team.
So you know that between January and June of the World Cup,
you know exactly the areas to address.
Then you address. So when you show up, your players would have even tasted competition.
If we had
already.
gone to the AFCON,
because
I'm a ball control.
Think about it.
I'm a ball control.
The team that kicked us out, Sudan, they were in Senegal. If he had played Senegal, we would have realized that, this guy knows.
That is proper opposition.
That's proper opposition. But by not going to the AFCON, we hurt ourselves.
A lot.
Months later, we are talking about preparation. The AFCON is the best preparation for any World Cup.
The best. Now look at it. It seems almost everything that every team, apart from now, so Africa, I think we have 8 to 9 teams qualified.
9 teams. Tunisia is the only team that didn't make it.
Algeria qualified?
Algeria made it.
Jesus.
They and Austria played a 3-3 draw.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
So Algeria, so this what happened.
So out of 10 teams, 9 African countries.
Yeah. So Algeria were leading 3-2. Right? So they were down. And then they came back to lead 3-2. At that point, they were going to play Spain. And, and then Austria equalized. So funny side story. I saw this video of two Algerians who were so angry that Riyad Mahrez had scored the third goal, because it meant that if the game had ended, they were going to play Spain. Only for Austria to score in the 90-something minutes, and the fans were jubilating because it means that we won't play Spain.
Yes.
But bottom line, you see, the serious countries have made it.
Nathan, out of the 9 African countries, I expect at least between 4 and 5 in the round of 16.
We'll run through the round of 32.
If we can do that, look, I think Morocco will give Holland. I won't be surprised if Morocco beat them. Yes.
We'll talk about that in a second. But Chris, just to wrap it up on this, what do you think, or how do you think Carlos Queiroz might be feeling, or what do you think he's thinking about right now ahead of that round of 32 game? Because whether we like it or not, Carlos Queiroz has coached at this level for years.
Yes.
He has now figured out who is good and who is not.
Exactly.
So how do you think he'll be feeling? What kind of decisions do you think he has to make ahead of that game as we transition quickly into the round of 32 fixtures?
Nathan, I think he will be left with 3 very important decisions to make. Decision number 1 will have to be centered around the opponent, Colombia. They are a very pacey team. They are a physically built team.
Okay.
A team with proper technical players. Once he establishes those facts, the next decision will be how do we play against them? And deciding on how we play against them, that shouldn't restrict us from also going to attack them when the opportunity presents itself. I foresee him mimicking exactly what he did against England. But this time around, we cannot be 25 yards deeper in our half.
Okay.
At the end of the 25, he should cut off 10.
Okay.
We will be deep, but we should be 15 yards deeper. So that extra 10 yards will allow us to liberate ourselves a bit quicker
Okay.
on the transition play. Because against England, we were very deep. So it meant that our transition is being delayed by 3 or 4 passes.
Okay.
But we should start our transition from an area that would ensure that maximum of 2 passes, we should be hitting them.
Okay.
Or
Maximum
we should
of
be
2 passes. Okay.
1 pa. Then somebody should be in space.
So I say that we shouldn't have to travel a
We
long
shouldn't do
distance
before we
to
get
to.
to them.
Okay.
Get every player behind the ball. Not as deep as we were,
Okay.
but deep. Instead of being 25 yards deeper, let's do 15 or 10 yards deeper. But we are compact. We are compact.
So not in an ultra low block,
No,
almost
not
like mid block.
Mid sort of block. When the need arises, we can go deeper. When we weather the storm, they will show up a bit.
But our average position shouldn't be deep.
No,
It's
shouldn't
like
be too
mid-block.
deep.
Okay.
Because we want a way of also getting them to be a bit more concerned defensively. And then Nathan, that is the way we are going to play. And therefore, his third decision
Personnel
will
changes.
be personnel.
Yeah.
Who are the personnel?
Do you think Carlos Queiroz is scared of, maybe not scared is maybe a wrong word, but worried that if he starts with some of these other guys, he may not have options to throw on later? You know the principle of keeping your gunpowder dry until you need it.
At times, that principle works if the virginity of the game hadn't been broken onto then. But if you are chasing it, you are going to plan B.
Okay.
It's better you go to plan B when there's parity than to go plan B when you want to go and rescue something.
Okay.
Okay? So, if you look at the team they took there, I don't think dropping Kamadi, dropping Jordan, will hurt the team so much, so well that
later on
we
you
don't
won't
even have
any-
enough threat to put on. Okay, there's Christopher. As to why Christopher Bonsuban has still not been given a look in, I'm sure.
That's quite surprising.
Very surprising to me. Isaacu has played very well. We saw Enes Nyama yesterday. Again, he's avoiding the physical contact.
And you said it that he's coming back from an ACL.
He will not play the way we know him to play.
I mean,
so he's avoiding the physical contact.
Nyama would have needed time.
Okay.
Time.
Then there's Semenyo. Then there's Brenda Asante.
Mm-hmm.
Atin, and then the boy, the other striker. What's the name? Prince.
Yeah.
But if you bench Jordan and start with even Prince, or get Semenyo to strike and put Isaacu
On one flank.
on one flank, or Inaki on the other flank, and then Isaac on another flank. And then you've got Jordan, you've got Bonsuba, you've got Isaacu on the bench.
Brandon Thomas
You have
Asante.
Brandon Asante.
And then Prince
And
Kwabenedu.
then it's enough. Because Nathan, the personnel, if not chosen right, you see, let me tell you something. When you're watching tournament, knockout stage, when you are chasing the game, for one reason or the other, as if the time runs very fast.
The time evaporates very quickly.
No, it's time. Pre, game over. You've lost. I've always told myself, when I'm given the opportunity to be at, it's like me going to write an exam. Nathan, through all my school days, there were never any exams I wrote for which I said I was not prepared. NC. So when I go for exams, I'm fully prepared. And I write the paper, never questioning myself. I wish I had done this. No. I'm always prepared.
Mm-hmm.
And at this level, you need to be always prepared. You don't want to come out of the mind and say, oh, if only I had done it this way, if only we have adjusted this way. It's gone. Football games are very volatile.
Mm-hmm.
You've lost. Mm-hmm. Instead of going this way, you're coming back home. That is how volatile it is.
Yeah. And from this point to the end of the competition,
The volatility
gets even more because high stakes.
High stakes.
You know, and if you are not ready.
So, yeah.
And the team that wins the World Cup, when you watch, but when the tournament ends, right, and there's the winner, and you decide to go back and track their journey from the final to the very beginning, as you're saying, you realize that they were very prepared.
Look at the last World Cup. Look at that final game. France went 2-0.
Yeah.
They made it 2-2.
Yeah.
Argentina made it 3-2. France made it 3-3.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Kolomwani chance appeared. Argentina would have cursed themselves if Uno Martinez had not made that save.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then Otamendi would have said that. You remember he caused the first penalty.
Yeah.
He should have fouled Kolomwani earlier. He brought him into the box. Otamendi would have said that, oh, Charlie, Lishko Nkule, Jemeton. I can call Petty.
Yeah.
These are the things we are talking about. Fine margins. Fine margins. And that is what knockout football brings to you.
They are tilted
So
on very small
we don't
things.
want to come out. We want to give
and have
credit.
regrets. Yeah.
That we want to give credit where credit is due. Look, if we put forward our best foot and everything in Colombia were to beat us,
fine,
we accept it. That's football. We move on.
Yeah.
But please don't do things.
What we should not do is start with a bad team
and then
you are trying to recover.
No, it's not going to be helpful to anybody.
All right. This is still the Jupay Podcast. You can send in your comments. Some comments have come through. I'll go through them in a bit. And then we'll have a run through the round of 32 games very quickly. And then we'll be calling it a day. It's been quite tasking. For those who do not know, all of us went to sleep this morning because game kicks off at 9. Game ends at 11. And it doesn't just end there. You have all kinds of other duties to take care of. And we are all sleeping this morning. So yeah, we'll take a very quick break. When we come back, first your comments. And then I ran through the entire fixture list for the round of 32. Some very exciting games there. And then we open the lines. You can give us a call. Give me your impressions of the Black Stars after the group stage. And then let me know what you think of the Black Stars in the round of 32. Ghana will take on Colombia. So by the time we gather again for another podcast next week, that game would have been played already. So that's the story. Anyway, we'll take a quick break. This is the Jupay Podcast Live. My name is Nathan Kwa. Coach Christopher Nimley is here with me. Your comments are coming through. We are powered by Jupay. We'll be right back after this break. Do not go anywhere.
Send money home with no headaches. With smiles on the faces of loved ones. It's convenient, fast and easy. Try me Jupay. Jupay has the best rates on market. We help you make the most of your money. Meet a need, send via Jupay. Try me Jupay.
Jupay Podcast Live. My name is Nathan Kwa. I'm here with Coach Christopher Nimley. I'm sure people were expecting to hear from our brothers in the US, Fento Tahiru and Danny Cranton. Well, they are in move, they are in transition, right? Or they are in transit, so they won't be able to join us. Hopefully, they should join us for the next episode. Let me go through some messages, and then we run through the entire round of 32 games, and then we take some calls and call it an evening. This one says, Ghana used this game to experiment many things. Carlos has not had enough friendly, so it was the only time to try other things before Colombia. Okay. Sibo and Elisha Usu's first touch was bad.
It's always been bad.
That's true.
It's always been bad.
This one says, 40-year-old Modric pocketed the controller. Okay.
No, it's not true. He played far away from the controller.
Yeah.
They didn't come closer together. I think there was one time they came in. He saw the class of the controller.
This one says, always active from Angola. This is Romenio Souza 1.
Romenio Souza 1.
Yes. Says, I agree with Coach Nimi about Jordan Ayew. He should be benched for Brandon Thomas Asante. And we should start Fatal for Sulemana too. Difficult match against Colombia, but Ghana can win.
Yeah, we can win. We are very capable.
Yeah. This one says, Kojo is also far better than Lucasen. His defensive liabilities are not worth his passing and scoring abilities.
Charlie, Lucasen largely, Charlie.
All right. This one says, Coach is right about Jordan, but Fent and DK are not doing him any good. Forget the pressing. The fact is, after Jordan gets taken out, Ghana looks more dangerous.
It's always been the case.
All right. This one says, our team always look better on the attack every time Jordan is subbed. This one says, Semenyo is good with the ball at his feet and space. If you watch Bournemouth and Man City, that's his game.
Yes. Okay, that's no patch. Come
Yeah. Yeah. This one says, why is Elisha part of the squad?
A shock.
And then the final message, Ghana was playing with 7 men.
I agree.
But 10 men had jerseys on the field. Jordan, Sulemana, and Elisha Usu. I'm sure he's saying that they were the 3 people.
I agree.
Who
no, me can fit train. I not be at the braka. What will the try? School one bomb trouble. She on a booking up for the braka ni a Methodist park ni labor trada. No need Lasha to my fit training 2 weeks. Can do Monjala, Magbe Machi, my move, my control midfield. Come here one more.
All right, let's go through the round of 32 fixtures, and the round of 32, Chris, begins tonight.
Yeah.
South Africa versus Canada. That's the first one.
They are refusing to go back.
They don't want to go back.
They have to go back.
But they are here. Let's see how they fare against Canada.
To be honest, I think Canada will beat them.
Really?
Yeah, Canada to win.
I see.
They've got to go back. Look, I listened to an interview of a Ghanaian parent and his 3 children. You know, they've told our people that by on the 30th, if they don't exit, they will not like what they see. I'm a JJ. South Africa being a boom money. You are doing things anyway. You want us to support you.
Okay.
You've given your fellow African brother up to on the 30th of June to vacate your country. No problem. Canada, we are begging you, let them come back. They've got jobs to protect. Let them go and have their job.
Okay.
So Canada to win.
Canada
the
to win.
entire continent is supporting Canada to beat them.
I see. Anyway, so South Africa versus Canada is at 7 p.m. Ghana time. Tomorrow, Brazil versus Japan, 5 p.m. Ghana time.
Brazil will have to be very, very careful.
Yeah.
Because prior to the World Cup, they played Japan in the friendly. Japan beat them.
Yeah.
They have to be very careful. I think if they don't step up, Japan will knock them out. But the Brazilian stars are favorite.
Yeah, but I've loved watching the Japanese. Yeah. Apart from the discipline, I love the tactical flexibility.
And
their coach is
technically
really,
they are super good.
Their coach is really good. Reads the game very well, very adaptable, very malleable tactically, can quickly change things.
When they say a team is balanced, that is the team.
Yeah.
You see, when they are set up in a typical 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, you can see the balance. Every player understands his role. And they complement each other.
Yeah,
that is key. It's in a game of football. Football is a team sport. So when the players are complementing each other, I know your limitations, so I do things to limit it. You see that there's cohesion.
Yeah, and to think that they've gone to the World Cup without a player like Karu Mitoma.
That should tell you.
They don't look like a team that's missing Karu Mitoma.
Anybody at all.
That's a team.
That's how you build a team.
That's how you build a team.
That's how you build a team.
Yeah.
And your absence will not downgrade the quality.
No, it won't take anything
at all.
You can tell that
is the issue.
The hard work is
Brazil starts as favorite, but I will not be
Brazil
shocked.
Need to be very,
I will not be surprised.
Very, very careful.
Should Japan knock them out?
Brazil, very careful. Germany, Paraguay tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m.
No more German team. The Germany team suspect. Just target their 2 center backs, Tar, Rudiger, or the other guy. You find a way through.
Yeah, we'll see.
I will not be surprised if Paraguay were to knock them out.
Okay. The Netherlands and Morocco, they play Tuesday morning at 1 a.m.
This is the game I'm going to stay up to watch. Morocco all the way.
Morocco all the way.
I think the Dutch have not been tested yet. Japan tested them.
Yeah.
Was it 2-2 or
2-2? It was 2-2.
Japan tested them, but in their next, Sweden and Tunisia didn't test them. This is when they are going to experience the proper test. And Morocco, look, if Morocco show up, they win. I think if they show up like we've come to expect of them, they win it.
Okay, we'll
because,
see.
Van Dijk can be a
All right. Cote d'Ivoire taking on Norway. That's Tuesday at 5 p.m.
You see, Cote d'Ivoire should go and watch Norway play against Senegal.
Okay.
Norway play against Senegal.
Yeah, that game ended 3-2. Yeah.
If Cote d'Ivoire would do things right, doing things right means don't bring back Koulibaly. He will not leave.
I mean Cote d'Ivoire.
No, sorry. Cote d'Ivoire.
Yes.
In the case of Cote d'Ivoire, they have to play a 3-man midfield because that's what the Norwegians do. And then Cote d'Ivoire will have to be very intense. Norway, you see them, are a very physical team.
Yeah.
Holland and the Solov guy and the Berg guy, the one who played in midfield for them, they are very physical guys.
Very, very physical.
I think the Ivorians will match their physicality. And Diomende should be spoken to. He's a fantastic winger. But he needs to be a bit more direct and he needs to be a bit more simple. Amad Diallo too have to be very serious. Nicolas Pepe, if he's going to play, will have to be. If Cote d'Ivoire can get the attacking players to be serious, I think they'll win it.
Yeah, well, we'll see. But of course, we do know Norway's strength. And then once
their strength is to get the ball to
once there's Erling Haaland there, your defense cannot sleep because
exactly.
you know. Anyway, the other game, 9 p.m. game, France versus Sweden.
Well, there's only one winner,
which is France. Anyway, on the 1st of July is Mexico, Ecuador, which is at 1 a.m.
I think I'll favor the host nation.
Yeah, Mexico. They've looked really solid. I've enjoyed watching them.
Yeah.
Really dynamic team.
Yeah.
And then England versus DR Congo. Ha 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 ha.
The English stars as favorite, but the DRC will look at what we did. If they can mimic that and they will mimic that. Their transition will be better.
Yeah.
So they can cause a surprise.
They look far better than us in terms of the transition.
The England stars as favorite.
Anyway, and then 8 p.m. So the England game is a 4 p.m. game. 8 p.m. is Belgium versus Senegal.
I think Senegal will win.
Yeah. A part of me,
I think Senegal will win. I think, again, if they show up very well, don't reinstate Koulibaly. Let him stay away. He's the leader, he's the captain, but his form is bad. And then keep the 3 midfielders. And then Sadio Mane and then Ismail Assar. Ismail Assar has done well so far, but we wanted him. I think they shouldn't start with Nicolas Jackson. Ismail Assar at times in Crystal Palace plays so he can play him, and then they play the Everton boy as the other guy, and then
Mane.
I think that will be a decent threat.
All right, Thursday, July 2 at midnight is USA versus Bosnia.
USA to win.
What I've liked about USA look like a Pochettino team, young, intense, energetic,
high press.
Yeah.
I think they will outrun the Bosnian team. They are an Asian team.
And then Spain versus Austria, that's 7 p.m.
There's only one winner. Spain to win.
All right. And then there's Portugal versus Croatia.
That game is going to be extremely tactical. But I think the creativity of Bruno, Vitinha, Neves, I think Portugal to win.
Okay. All right. And then Friday morning at 3 a.m. is Switzerland versus Algeria, which is the very first game, 3 a.m.
I'll fancy the Swiss.
Swiss, okay.
They've got a good team.
Yeah. Australia versus Egypt, Friday at 6 p.m.
For Egypt to win, is it the Australian team? They are a very physical team. I mean, hard, don't you? So if Egypt can match their physicality, technically, I think Egypt have got the better players, so they should be able to see through.
And then there's Argentina, Cape Verde, which is Friday at 10 p.m.
Unfortunately, this will be the last stop for Cape Verde. Yeah, and they've done extremely well.
Yeah,
because this time around, a draw will not save them. They have to come out. They
have to win the game.
They've played 3 draws and they are in the next
here.
But they've played the most committed football of all the African teams.
That's true. You're right.
When you watch them, you enjoy watching
the application
them.
is there.
The desire, the motivation, everything. Putting bodies on the line. That's what you want to experience from
all right.
team.
And then the final game on the schedule is obviously Colombia v Ghana, Saturday morning at 1:30 a.m.
Colombia starts as favorite, but if the Black Stars can get the right players on the pitch, you don't bet against them.
Yeah. Do you know the winner? Do you know the team? Sorry, the path for the winner, right? No. They are taking on the winner of Switzerland, Algeria.
The Ghana-Colombia
game.
Win this and then we are off the mark. Win this, I think we'll fancy ourselves against any of them.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Anyway, you know what? Let me give you the probable round of 16, just so you have an idea. So, for example, the winner of South Africa, Canada will take on the winner of Netherlands, Morocco.
Morocco in the semi-finals already.
I see. The winner
in the quarterfinals already.
The winner of Germany, Paraguay will take on the winner of France, Sweden.
France in the quarterfinals.
Yeah. And then the winner of Brazil, Germany will face the winner of Cote d'Ivoire, Norway.
The winner of Brazil,
Japan. Cote
d'Ivoire, Norway. Aye. It's a good game.
Yeah. And then the winner of Mexico, Ecuador will take on the winner of England, DRC.
Oh.
And then the winner of Portugal, Croatia will face the winner of Spain, Austria.
Spain is in the quarterfinals already.
And then the winner of USA, Bosnia will take on the winner of Belgium and Senegal.
Okay.
Right? And then the winner of the Argentina-Cape Verde game face the winner of the Australia-Egypt game. And then the winner of the Switzerland-Algeria game will take on the winner of Colombia-Ghana. So
Okay.
that's the path laid out by FIFA in terms of the round of 32. Anyway, let's take some calls. We've had people watching. I'm sure they have something to tell us. The number is right there on your screen. +1 302 681 0800. +1 302 681 0800. +1 302 681 0800. You can give us a call. This is the Jupay Podcast Live. We'll take a few calls and then we'll call it a show. We'll be wrapping it up here. So you can give us a call. You can equally keep your messages and comments coming through. My production team will pass those messages on for us to read in a bit. You can give us a call +1 302 681 0800. +1 302 681 0800. +1 302 681 0800. We have a caller on the line. Hello.
Yeah, hello?
Yes.
Hello? Yeah, this is Steven from Maryland.
Steven, you are calling us from Maryland. Steven, please go ahead.
Yeah, no more coach. If you love why, dente. Minto ni to find no get ha atume. Minto no am na kan to find ko no.
Oh, catch it, baby. Because we know about Ghana normally, man supply.
Oh, fine. Oh, yeah. Also, yeah, I want to talk about Elisha Usu.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I feel like trouble okay with Wellington boot. Ni edo free.
Not more bodo.
Wait. So like I want make the coach try somebody like Augustine Boache for day.
Yes. Have you forgotten about that boy?
See how it will help attack.
Yes.
Or how it will help the team transition.
Exactly.
Because the way I see the midfield, it be too stiff.
Too rigid.
Yes, too rigid. So I feel like Augustine Boache can do a better job and help somebody like Semenyo or even Jordan Seth. You see. So that'd be all I guess say today.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your call. This is the Jupay Podcast Live. You can give us a call +1 302 681 0800. I think we have a caller on the line. Hello. Okay. All right. +1 302 681 0800. This is the Jupay Podcast Live. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Hello, my name is Lambert, calling from Alajo.
All right, Lambert, please go ahead.
Greetings to you, coach.
Yeah, Charlie, how be?
Please, I'm cool, coach. I would like to talk about a few players, being Sibo and Elisha. Please,
Okay.
people around the team should talk to them. They should up their game. Yesterday, you could see clearly at a point Sibo was lacking confidence. Even controlling the ball became a problem. And Ghanaians should please take time for Jordan. The midfield, the transition between the midfield and the attack is too wide. Even when having the ball, transiting becomes a problem. So we should at least tone down for Jordan a little bit. And he should also up his game. When one or two, when other players are around, he should try transiting it very well. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. This is still the Jupay Podcast Live. You can give us a call +1 302 681 0800. Hello.
Hey, hello, Nathan. Coach, this is Nanajima from Denver, Colorado.
Okay,
Hey,
all right.
Nana,
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Yes, we are fine. Thank you. Please go ahead.
Okay, so first off, I want to say Coach has been vindicated yet again. Did you guys see Jordan yesterday? Again. Like at this point, Jordan, he's playing against us. So the guy is just literally playing against us. Like, I mean, what is Jordan doing for us that is positive? One thing. Nothing. So I'm expecting with the game against Colombia, they would actually bench him and then start, at least, like Coach gave so many options. For me personally, we can play Brendan Asante in his position because, Coach, Colombians, they have high energy, high intensity. They're going to leave spaces at the back. And we need people who are fast, who can just play the ball through, and so we can be on the front foot. And also, one thing that I wanted to ask Coach, the goal that Benjamin Sarri conceded yesterday, especially the first one, Coach, what do you think about that one?
The first one?
I think... I think...
I think he made a mistake. He could have done better, Coach.
No. I think if the defender was not in front of him, look, the ball went through the legs of Lucasen, and the ball was struck with enough power and intensity. If Lucasen had not made any attempt to clear the ball, the goalkeeper would have gone down a bit quicker, or he would have sorted out his feet a bit quicker before diving. You remember that a similar thing happened just before we conceded. That same situation happened, and Benjamin went down, and then he stretched, but he couldn't get it.
Yeah,
and
the
ball
shot that hit the post.
That hit the post. So it was a repetition of something that has happened.
Right, yes.
All Lucasen needed to do was to not attempt. Either he stands still and allow the goalkeeper to deal with it. But the moment he attempted clearing the ball, because the ball was going through his legs, every goalkeeper will wait because there's the possibility of a deflection. So if he had made the save, we would have credited him. But it would be extremely difficult to blame him for the goal. That is what I think.
I will blame everybody in that chain because I think we lost possession and then the chance happened and then the shot and then Lucasen. I also think that Kasari probably could have shuffled a little quicker to have seen it, but I understand mitigating factors. The ball is going through a defender's legs. You are not sure, but I think he probably could have shuffled a little quicker to see what he could have done. So I think everybody gets a bit of the blame along the chain.
A similar situation was the save he made before the second goal.
Yes.
In that case, you could clearly see that there was nobody in front of him. So he had well positioned himself, waiting to make. And when the save was that, he made the save.
Fair.
So normally when the players are there, even if you watch the goal again, Thomas Partey attempted blocking the shot. And then the ball went through the legs of Lucasen. So the goalkeeper had three things to deal with at the same time.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we just didn't defend it well.
Yeah.
And Nathan, lastly, my question for you is: do you fancy our chances against Colombia on Friday? Be totally honest, not from a Ghanaian point of view,
Yes,
but
I
just
do.
an analyst. Who
Look,
loves the game.
look.
Just-
Do we have a chance? Do we have a chance? We do have a chance.
Yes, we do.
Right.
But we need to
We
put the
do
right
have a
players
chance. But
on
the point
pitch.
is that there's a lot of work.
Did you see that
we have.
against Portugal yesterday?
Yes,
Yes,
that's
you
what I'm
see-
saying. That's what I'm
They
saying.
should
That
have won.
Yes, they
but-
should have won.
yes.
Agreed.
Yes.
But the Portuguese came to match them toe to toe. We will not go and match them toe to toe. Clearly, we will not. We will play
can't.
differently
We
from the
can't-
Portuguese.
we
So
can't
that will
play,
slow
yes.
them down.
So we can't go
a
at
bit,
Portugal.
and then we can.
can't go at, because if the game is played at pace, Colombia will win it very easily. We don't have it. So we have to play in a different way. But what we must also do is not be, how do I even say, not be so defensive that we can't
Even
attempt to
attack
go
them,
at them.
yes.
We have to almost like play a balanced game.
They
right?
can't have a lead. I think if they take the
Because
lead, we lose.
if they score first, I think we are done
done.
for. If Colombia scores first, we are done for.
Oh yes, yes.
So we have to stay in the game for
Stay
as
in the
long
game
as
and then
possible. And I think we have things to hurt them in transition. The biggest problem we will face on the day is that we have to lock in for 90 minutes and over because Colombia are relentless and they work very hard.
Relentless.
Very, very hard. And that's I kind of worry because will we be able to
Live with them.
live with them for 90 minutes? That's my biggest concern. But I think if we are locked in and focused, we can stay in it for as long as possible.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
All
Thank
right.
you, Nathan.
All
You're
right,
a
take care,
wonderful
then.
host. You're never too low, not too high. Just Nathan.
Just
Thank
about
you.
it. All right, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right, let's take a couple more calls and then we'll wrap it up. There's one on the line. I see. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Lai again from New Jersey.
Lai from New Jersey. How are you doing, Lai?
Yeah, I'm good.
Wonderful.
I want
Lai,
to touch on a few things.
wonderful. Lai, do you use Jupay? If not, please start using Jupay to send money to all your favorite people in Ghana. That's just a bit of a side note.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
All right, please go ahead.
Yes, I want to touch on a few things. I think the first caller mentioned Elisha Owusu. I also want to talk about Sibo.
Yeah.
Because I think our midfield is very, very, very bad. And it's not in a very good shape. For the long term, it's not in a very good shape. You know, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I feel like we have a lot of work to do, you know, because if we are going to play these two midfielders who can't even break a ball, as we say in Ghana, talk less of passing the ball, it was very embarrassing to watch, if I can say. You know, it's very, very, very bad. And we have Thomas Partey and Yurinchi. Yurinchi is a young and upcoming player. We have Thomas Partey, who is not in his prime, and he doesn't have that much football in the future. You know, he's not in his prime at the moment. So if you are looking at that, it's very, very, because if I'm casting my mind back at a time where we had players like Akudu Asamoah, Kevin Pooh-Barton, and all these guys who are not even starters, right? I don't even think Sibo and Elisha will actually make the Team C of Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as much as it's harsh to say, we have to be very, 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 very serious. You know, watching those guys is almost like a torture. And secondly, I also want to talk about Jordan. I think most people have already mentioned Jordan already. Jordan is making life very difficult for Semenyo. He's making things very difficult. And it's very sad to hear people, other journalists talking about how he defends and all. You know, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. That it's very clear. The pudding, the cream is in the pudding. Anytime he leaves the pitch, we plays better. And we win.
That can never be a coincidence,
you know,
right?
So yeah. So even if you like Jordan, you should actually look at that as an evidence that anytime he comes off the pitch, we score or we play better. So what is this thing about he defends and he does this and he does that? He slows down the game. He's not effective. He's rendering other players ineffective. You know.
Yeah.
I also want to talk about Augustin Bachi. Augustin Bachi, I can't say much because the coach doesn't seem to fancy him, as well as the other guy, Bambunsu. You know, I wanted to see those guys, but
yeah.
I'm not seeing them, so I can't really say much. But those that are playing, they are not helping us. Sibo, Elisha, Jordan, those guys need to be up. And Kamad, the least said the better. All right, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. This is still the Jupay Podcast Live. We'll take how many calls? 2 more calls, my production team tells me. 2 more calls, and then we'll call it a show. +1 302 681 0800 +1 302 681 0800. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Greetings, Nathan and Coach.
Hi.
My name is Joshua. I'm calling from Rolla, Missouri.
Okay, you're calling us from Missouri. I see. Quite interesting.
Yeah, and I'm close to Kansas, so I'm looking forward to your free tickets for the Kansas game. So give me some positive news.
Sure.
Okay.
The guys will work on something for
I'm
us.
sure we'll speak with the people and see. Anyway, please go ahead.
All right. So special shout out to Coach as well. I've been following his submissions for a while, and I've enjoyed them for a very long time. So I'm a fan.
Thank you.
And for Nathan and all the guys as well.
Thank you.
So my thoughts are on Carlos Queiroz and then the team.
Yes.
I feel he's still tinkering about with it because he's trying to figure out who fits where and what fits where.
Okay.
I wanted to ask Coach, is it fair that by now he should know where everyone would play, everyone should be playing and who should be playing, or his top selection in just 4 games in charge and only video analysis, or he needs a bit more time and he's having to wing it while he goes along with it?
I think the team was not chosen by him. He's been made to work with what he was given. That is a fact. Don't listen to anybody else. That is the fact of the matter. But once he finds himself there, and he's had 4 games with them now, at least he should have a fair idea of who should be doing what and what is supposed to be done and how it's supposed to be done. So I will give him the benefit of the doubt, but I will also hold him responsible if the team shows up and there's, for example, in the Jordan issue, it's obvious. You don't need to be a technical man to see that he needs changing. So something of that sort, I'll fault him for it. But I mean, he's not been in the job for even 6 months. So you can give him a bit of a slack.
Yeah. I think we are doing well. I hope we get something out of the Colombia game, and then I hope we get to go to the stadium to cheer them on. So looking forward to the good news.
Okay.
Thank you so much for hearing me out.
All right. Thank you. Let's take our final caller, and then we'll wrap this baby home, and then we'll go back to our homes to go and relax ahead of another demanding week of World Cup football. Please give us a call. +1 302 681 0800. +1 302 681 0800. Let's take the final caller for today. Hello.
Hello. Hi. This is Aaron from Bronx, New York.
I see you're calling us from the Big Apple.
I'm calling from the Big Apple.
I see.
I greet you all, Coach.
Yeah, Charlie.
Shall be great, boy.
Charlie.
Yeah.
You know, before you proceed, tell me one thing: is New York still buzzing after the Knicks won the chip?
Absolutely. New York is still buzzing. I mean, it's our first time in so many years, over 30 years, so it's still buzzing.
Yeah, then 51st in 53 years, actually. Please go ahead.
Exactly. But I'll keep my submission very, very brief. So I want to touch on three things. So for me, I first want to congratulate the Black Stars because we all wrote them off. I mean, we all knew that, these are not our strongest squad. And I mean, they proved us wrong in that aspect. Kudos to the coach as well. The second point that I have to make is I've kept my reservations for the coach for now. And the reason is because if all we talking, you've been even hearing Coach Nibley, everyone, even the people calling Jordan, all these players. And I understood why he played them because, again, I coach as well. So, and it's a tournament. It's a long tournament. So it's not about the first game or the second game. It's about end results. So now when we are, if he's still going to play our upcoming game, right, against Colombia, if he's going to play the same players who are ineffective, are not making the same runs, when they take them out, the game is transformed. If he's going to play them, that's when I'll know that this coach, excuse my language, it's not a serious coach, regardless of the accolades. Because, yes, he's done a very good job putting the team together, but he wants results. We're not just going there. So I want to know whether he's going to appeal to the players, the captain, the dressing room, or he's actually going to put that aside, put his foot down, and say, you know what, let's get results. So that was my second point. And that's when I'll judge him. So I'm waiting for the starting lineup, and then I'll know that, okay, this is the coach that, yes, Ghana can even build a statue for, even just for managing 3 games or 4 games or whatever. So that was my second step. And I really want to hear what coach is going to say. Nibley is going to say about this, especially, how we should judge him after the lineup. The third one is, Charlie, you guys are the journalists, too. We heard about the whole ticket thing. We all applied, high commission from even, the embassy literally, Ottawa, Canada, saying they haven't received anything. We just want transparency. That is it. I mean, the people who went to watch, they're all Ghanaians. We are okay. So please, after the tournament, we don't want to cause commotion now, but after the tournament, please ask these questions. Let us know, what did the government do with all this money? Now we even made it to the next knockout. Extra money, 13-something million. What are we doing with it? So let us know, because Ghanaians just need accountability. That is it. Thank you so much, guys. We are a big fan of your show.
All right. Thank you. I think we are taking one more? That's it? No more callers? That's it. Okay, all right. No more callers. Okay, all right. Quite interesting. Before we wrap it up, Chris, just concluding thoughts on your expectation. I think you've touched on. So let's just try and summarize before we head out.
Look,
your thoughts. We play next Saturday. 1:30 a.m.
Yeah, enough time to give the boys some break, off days, and then bring them back. Up the training tempo.
When do you think they should start training?
Break today, break tomorrow.
Then from Tuesday,
training start. The break today and tomorrow will be based on recovery, and then Tuesday high intensity.
I'm trying to see where that
Wednesday, another intensity.
Yeah.
Then Thursday, mid. Friday, completely low. And then Saturday, they go and do the job.
Okay, I'm trying to
That's the way it should
see. I'm trying to see where that game is going to, because I think they will
It's
be
in America.
traveling.
I think, yeah.
I think they are going to Kansas City. So they were on the East Coast.
So
they are
were in
moving to
Philadelphia,
Central. They are moving to like,
They'll eventually come in.
yeah, they are moving Central. I don't know when they are. Maybe they'll fly today.
I think today or tomorrow.
Today, tomorrow. Yeah, because I think that's where England was based in Kansas City.
So they will
I
go
think it's
there.
now that they are going to that side.
Yeah.
So you say off day
Off
today.
day, only recovery today. And then tomorrow, a bit more off. If they want to be, I think they should leave tomorrow and then take the whole day off. Then on Wednesday, then you go back.
You start. Don't you think Wednesday might be a bit too late for
No,
Saturday?
I mean Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So Tuesday, Wednesday, serious, high intensity.
High intensity.
Very high intensity.
So that's when you start to. So should Tuesday be the day when Carlos Queiroz introduces the tactical
Yes,
plan?
start working on
So
the
it's-
tactical and insisting that it is done at a certain speed.
Okay.
And then Wednesday, you go and try and perfect that. Thursday, you drop it, and then you begin to focus a bit more on the opponent.
Okay,
What
so you are
they
doing
do
video
right,
analysis.
And then the day are coming in to curb the situation. Friday, strictly low, and then
Get
just
ready.
try and off the ball movement to perfect the system will be playing.
That's true.
The ball is on your left in, move, and make sure everybody is doing it on time. You move and I wait for what they will do. Once they can sort those things out, Saturday you give it your best. Don't go out and say
And have
that,
regrets. No. Give it
That
everything.
that cannot be part
no
of
regrets.
this narrative at all.
All right, Chris. Thank you so much.
Always a pleasure.
We'll catch up next Saturday after the game, because that's when the next episode of the Jupay podcast will be on, after Ghana takes on Colombia. Whatever the result is, we'll be here. And the most interesting part is that the Jupay podcast will not disappear after Ghana exits. Whichever point, the Jupay podcast will be here to take you through the entire World Cup, because there'll be different things to talk about. So even when Ghana are out, we can still review Ghana's performance and talk about the other games right up until the very end. So the Jupay podcast is with you right until the end of the World Cup. Many shouts to our production team, Sean and Chris and Eustace and all the production guys, the camera guys, the lights, sound guys, wonderful people. Shout out to the big men and women at Jupay. They have made all of this possible, and they are the power and the pillars behind this podcast. If you want to meet a need, send it via Jupay. If you're in the US, Canada, and the UK, you want to send money to Ghana, Togo, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Kenya, and South Africa, Jupay is what you need. Great, it's seamless, no lags, no hitches. Set up the account, recipient gets it into their bank or Momo, and you can even get a discount if you apply any of the promo codes, Coach Nathan and Fento. You get a $5 discount on your very first $100 transaction. My name is Nathan Carr. This has been the Jupay Podcast Live, the first back-to-back edition. We are broadcasting for the first time on a Sunday. We'll catch you next Saturday after Ghana takes on Colombia. We'll be here to make sense of the happenings, talk about the World Cup, and we'll see you then. Enjoy your day, enjoy your week, stay safe, and remember, download the Jupay app, use it, and you will love it. We'll catch you later. Have a good week.